Hello, everybody. Welcome to week 5 here, last week here. I hope everybody's doing well. And so, got some scenery here, but I'm going to keep this one shorter than most. I'm just going to pretty much just rehash kind of what we've talked about. And then, some of the points I've gone over in the last few weeks were about, what is your purpose? Um, Instead of finding a reason to stop and quit, find a reason to keep going. Don't be upset by the results you didn't get, with the work you didn't do. So those are things that I've kind of ran over in the last few weeks. Today I want to talk about real quick is about being in charge. And I'm talking about being in charge of your life, being in charge of yourself. Sometimes we get into these routines. We have all this stuff going on. Half of it we ignore, and the other half we do because that's just what our routine is. And we let life run us instead of us running our own lives. And so that's my point. Don't let life be in charge of you. Okay. Oops. Yeah. Don't let life be in charge of you. Uh, you got to take control of what's going on in your life. You got to get focused and so forth. I use an analogy here. Actually, I thought of this because I use the same analogy with my 3 grown kids who are under 30s and 40s. All 3 of them are smokers. Me and my wife were never smokers. But anyway, I just use this analogy. And the other part of the analogy is how does the cigarette can represent something in your life, so I break this down into how somebody who smokes, and if you're a smoker, I'm not picking on you, I'm just using this as an analogy to kind of use as an example. Pack a day, 20 in a pack, average 10, you got an average of 10 minutes, and a cigarette breaks 10 minutes, so 10 minutes times 20 a day, it's 200 minutes or 3.5 hours. That 200 minutes a day, 7 days a week is 1,400 minutes or 24 hours in a week. That 24 hours a week is 96 hours in a month. And then my bottom line here in green is this is the same as 2 weeks of full-time work plus some overtime. If you're working a 40-hour week, 80, so I mean, I just look at it and say, if that's what you're doing, be it with cigarettes or other things in your life, distractors, I mean, you're spending the equivalent of 2 weeks out of a month on these distractors, whatever they may be. And so, that's my point. Don't let the distractors stop you from doing the things that you must do, the things that help you accomplish your goals. You got to stay focused. You got to get rid of the distractors, reorganize your life or whatever you need to do to stay focused and then to accomplish your goals. So you got to do all these things, stay focused, get rid of distractors, accomplish your goals. So there you go. That's it. I'll get out of here real quick. Upcoming week and our last week. Uh, get down here real quick. So you got so this week you got something a little different. You have a guest speaker. All right. So this is in here. You still got the discussion. Then you got the extra assignment with the guest speaker. So Dr. George here, that's somebody I know, and he did this video for us. And then you got your paper. So that's pretty much it. Uh, so with that, I'll let you go. If you got any questions, I think most of you have been in touch with me one time or another. So if you got something you need to check on or anything. Also in the there's the evaluation we ask at the end of each course you do. We're constantly making changes to these courses based on the feedback, what we see going on in different courses. So if you see something, let us know, positive or negative. Alrighty. And then my test question, of course. There you go, grandkids. What are they doing? Alrighty. And with that, I will let all of you go on my YouTube video this week. You've probably seen it before. I'm going to have one of those GoPro videos for you. So just to take a break instead of having to listen to somebody ramble or whatever it is, like things I do sometimes, but just take a mini break. All right. Again, if you got anything, get in touch. I'll see you again next week and next term. And that'll do it. Take care.